When we thought Andrew Tate was enough, a female version of the top G started rising. Pearl Davis is a female influencer that started popping up after Andrew Tate got arrested in December. Her sudden rise was because Andrew Tate wasn't putting out any new content for obvious reasons. It's not known if she planned for it or not, but during that period her videos started becoming viral, and she started gaining more attention until she became well known with her name as Female Andrew Tate. Pearl Davis had said controversial things against women like women shouldn't vote just because she thinks that a family should have one vote instead of two, and to reach this goal, women shouldn't have the ability to vote. This wasn't the only controversial thing that she said, as her biggest controversial claim was that 16-year-old women were hotter than 26-year-old women. And if you think about it, this is an insane claim that comes from women, and I think it would have been more accepted if it was a claim by a man. You might think that Pearl Davis was admired for saying this, just like Andrew Tate said many controversial things that he was praised for, but the reality hit Pearl Davis hard as she was heavily criticized for this claim, and she got so much hate until she reached a point where she was forced to delete the post. You may think that stopped her once she started getting hate, but she continued to share her controversial opinions as she claimed that women are dumb just because women are worse than men at making decisions, and that if they're bad at making decisions, they can't perform well at IQ tests. If you think about it, she gave a bad argument, but this is how controversial opinions work. Pearl Davis also once claimed all men should marry only virgin women, and that it should be mandatory and men shouldn't marry a non-virgin woman at all. This claim has received so many criticisms, but unfortunately that's how the internet works. Those absurd opinions of Pearl Davis and many other opinions about women gave the internet a token female who thinks women are less valuable than men. Just like Tate, Pearl makes unsubstantiated, brash claims about feminism that are bound to attract the subset of young men who really think that women hate themselves and of young women who see her as a role model. At the end of the day, Pearl Davis is just a woman who's saying stuff online, as her points don't have any intellectual depth and her discussions of topics of grave importance aren't that great, and she sometimes says things just for the sake of saying them and the attention that she gets. And remember, the internet loves controversy, and that's why from time to time you'll see people like her gain some attention for their controversial opinions.